The World Economic Forum has warned that generative AI is expected to dominate online scams and impersonation attacks, in 2026. Executives are increasingly concerned about AI-driven scams that are easier to launch and harder to detect than traditional cybercrime. The managing director of the World WEF, Jeremy Jagan, says leaders now face the challenge of acting collectively to protect trust and stability in an AI-driven digital environment. Consumers are also feeling this impact. The WEF reported that 62% of executives experienced phishing attacks, 37% encountered invoice fraud, and 32% reported identity theft, with vulnerable groups increasingly targeted through synthetic content abuse. Experts have continuously warned that many organizations still lack the skills and resources to defend themselves against evolving threats. And I'm joined by software engineer, Palo Alto Networks, Gbenga Akimbulere. It's good to have you join us at this time. We see executives increasingly concerned about AI-driven scams. They say they're now easier to launch and harder to detect than traditional cybercrime. But talk to us about what AI-driven fraud actually looks like today in Nigeria and Africa itself, and how it's different from the online scams that people already know.
Thank you very much for having me. AI-driven scam, I would say that it is like social engineering, at industrial scale, powered by AI. So traditionally, a scammer writes email, and these emails are characterized by wrong grammar, wrong punctuation that are easy to detect. But now, attackers are now using AI to write their scripts. They are using AI to write well-scripted images, creating well-scripted images, right, in well-curated messages that is very believable. Attackers are also using AI to generate video, a kind of video or image of a person or a video of a person. They are using AI to also clone people's voice. So as technology increases, as technology progresses, attackers are also like evolving with technology.
Right.
So they are using AI.
And you know, when they say that artificial intelligence also has its own advantages, but this is, you know, the disadvantage of using them. But the question as to why Africans particularly are vulnerable to AI-powered scams, considering mobile banking, the use of social media and data links. Why does it seem like we have more Africans, you know, are being vulnerable to this?
Okay, everyone is vulnerable, not just Africa. And what I will say about that is we need to incentivize ourselves with the current trend. A lot of small businesses, or especially people that are not exposed to AI, don't know the latest trend of AI. Attackers or scammers are now using like the best technology to kind of make any message they want to pass across very real. Then, you know, we used to say seeing is believing, or what you see in video is believing. But now, seeing is no longer believing, because a scammer can generate an image that look exactly like you and talk to you on phone, and you think it is your family member that is talking to you. So why Africans are vulnerable to this is, number one, I would think of like sensitivity. We need to sensitize people about like the latest trends of AI and how people can use this AI to cause damage.
Still talking about you know, sensitivity here. Let's get practical. What are the biggest warning signs that, you know, a voice note, a video, or message might be AI generated and not real?
Okay, so for you to know if a video or image is AI generated, number one, let me look at video. If somebody call you on a video call, what attackers used to use, they used to use every sense of urgency. They want you to just act now. They want you to just act without thinking. And that's their biggest strength. So if someone called you that they want you to send OTP to them, or they call you that a family member, using the family member with another phone, what you want to do is not to first panic, right? Because the moment you panic, you fall into their trap. So for any sense of urgency, whenever you see any sense of urgency, pause and call the person. Use a no number, the no number, to call the family member. Also, some AI currently, some AIs have not been designed to understand all scenarios of life. For example, someone is calling you on a video call, right? And you are thinking that person is not real, right? Maybe the person is using a phone number you don't know. Okay. You can just try deepfake can fail in some aspect. Like for example, if you tell it to turn maybe 90 degree, it may fail. There are so many failures that AI still have currently. But the biggest thing is that whenever you see anything that is making you want to act urgent, just wait, pause, don't rush.
I mean, experts have raised concerns, especially at the World Economic Forum, that this is likely to accelerate in 2026. They've also warned that some organizations still lack the skills and resources to really defend themselves against the evolving threat. What are the simple steps that you think organizations, small businesses in Nigeria can take to protect themselves from AI-driven fraud at the moment?
Okay, so the mistake small businesses can make is that they think they are too small, that nobody can attack them. But the problem now is that with the use of AI, right, a scammer or an attacker don't even need to know your business. They just need to write a script that gets different small businesses and wants them to act. So for small businesses, if attackers are using AI to attack, you should also have AI-powered security to defend yourself. Because now attackers are using AI. What they are doing before is, if attacker want to bombard your system before, they write their own scripts manually. But now they are using AI to write their scripts. And it means that for your business, right, an attacker can create billions of scripts to kind of look for loopholes in your business. So we need AI-driven technology to also defend ourselves. Also, most importantly for small business, don't act. Whenever somebody calls you that they want to change a payment slip, right? Don't just act. Don't act. Try to call and try to have multi-factor authentication. Try to make sure that it is not, if it involves large withdrawal or large transfer, try to make sure that you are not the only one that can actually approve it. Try to have two people involved.
Such an insightful conversation. The positive use of artificial intelligence and also identifying scams like this is one conversation that's still ongoing. Now that the World Economic Forum has raised an alert on this, I'm sure many people will ensure that they do not fall for this. But that's a fine place to leave the conversation for now. Thank you for talking to us, software engineer Palo Alto Networks Benga Akimbuleri. Thank you for joining us at this time.
Thank you very much.